Okay, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with a new video. Today, we are going to be just kind of reviewing what I've accomplished over the last 180 days. Now, we are at day 182. All right, so there are 2 days extra in here. However, we've only been leveling Syl, which is the hero we literally just got from the daily login. So, this is kind of just an overview of everything we've accomplished over the last 180 days. Now, for those of you who are new to this run through, um, basically what we do here is we only summon mystery shards. So we basically only can get rare heroes. We have not summoned any ancient shards, any void shards, or any sacred shards. So this is basically everything that I've gotten over the last 180 days from just normal playthrough. Um, the other thing that we do is we only use heroes that you can get from normal playthrough. So what that means is that anyone who plays this game will more than likely summon these ancient shards. So that's 223 heroes. 223 heroes that you would more than likely have that I don't have. Plus these extra heroes here. You could have extra legendaries, you could have extra void heroes, you could have a lot of stuff. So more than likely you would have more rares, epics, and legendaries than I currently have in this playthrough. And the reason for this is because I really wanted people to see what you can accomplish in this game without having to worry about summoning. Because even summoning mystery shards, you get rare heroes. And then obviously these would all be rares or epics or legendaries. So yeah, any of the heroes that I have, more than likely, if you're playing a normal playthrough, you will have more than I have right now. Um, and then we also won't be using any fusion heroes. We won't be using, the only fusion heroes we will use are the ones that are always there. So like Broadmaw is always here. Raisin is always here. So yeah, if I got Raisin, I would be able to use him. Broadmaw I currently have, and I am using him. Relic Keeper we do have. I don't really use him, but we do have him. But any of the main fusions, we will not use them. Any of the free legendaries that were given out, we don't use them. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, enough of the opening sequence. So what have we accomplished in 180 days? So let's start with champions. How's that? Um, as far as champions go, so Syl we just got. We're not going to count her, but we literally just got her. Um, so we have gotten 18 heroes to level 60. All right. And when I say level 60, I mean all of their gear is level 16. All of their gear has some sort of a glyph added to it for the stats. Um, all of their skills are 100% maxed. So we do have all of, like, literally every skill is maxed completely. And we do have blessings on all of them. And we have all of their masteries complete. And that is for 18 heroes. All right, so we used Broadmaw. We ended up getting Dark Elhain, just so you can see that they are maxed, and I'm not just saying it. We got Dark Aethel, once again, all maxed and all masteries. Um, Grave Chill, same thing. Skills, all maxed. Artifacts, all 16. Jizzo, skills, maxed. Masteries. I'm going to do this real quick because I want you to at least see the heroes I'm using that I got to accomplish the things that I have accomplished, okay? All max with blessings. All the masteries done. We've got Spirit Host, which is a farmable hero. All skills maxed. Masteries all done. War Maiden, also another farmable hero. We've got all of our skills maxed and all artifacts done. We do have Frozen Banshee, which we got a nice little relentless set that we had gotten from a tournament. Skills, we have all maxed and masteries all done. Let's see, Soul Bond is also another one that's really good. You will have to get her from summoning, but I'm more than likely sure you'll get her eventually. All the skills maxed and all masteries done. We are using Odachi. He's one of our newer heroes. He took a while for me to get. All skills maxed and all their masteries done. Still going. We still got more here. Coffin Smasher. Once again, skills and all masteries. Valerie. I'll do this quicker now. Skills and artifacts. We've got Apothecary, who is he's basically a legendary in everyone's eyes. All skills and all masteries. We also have Crimson Slayer, skills maxed and all masteries. We have Zephyr Sniper. All right, artifacts all done. She doesn't have an awakening, so she won't have the blessing, unfortunately. Masteries all done. And our boy here, Outrider, all masteries done, all skills maxed, all artifacts maxed. And the last one is Armorger, which is one of our more recent heroes that we just finished. Skills all done and masteries all maxed. So now these are the heroes that I use. These are the only outside of faction wars or any like little one-offs here and there. These are the only heroes I use for everything. Like I use them in all my dungeons, all the Doom Tower bosses, all the regular bosses, literally everywhere. Uh, as far as secondary heroes for faction wars, here's what we've accomplished in the vault. Now, the vault's a little more impressive, I think. Actually, this is pretty impressive for 60 days. I mean, I'm not going to lie. She is ready to be just so we can throw it in here. We're waiting for the next clan versus clan, and we're going to max all her skills. I have more than enough books to max her, and we're working on her masteries after we finish the champion training event because we just want to get as many heroes leveled as we can. So probably in the next few days, once my EXP boost runs out, we'll get her masteries done. But all of her accessories and equipment is basically done for now. It's not the best, but it's there. So as far as the vault goes, these are three heroes that I am currently leveling to 5-star and to get him to level 50 for faction wars. So I just need 4 more 4-stars, and we'll be getting Fortress Goon to 5-star also, and then we'll level them all to 50. So these are the three that I'm working on right now. As far as the vault goes, outside of what's in here, we have 106 heroes. Every single hero in here is max 40-star. Sorry, we don't have 106. We have 104. I'll show you why in a second. So we have 104 heroes in here that are completely maxed to 50 or 40, and they have all of their ascensions. So basically, this is my 50s that I've been working on. Any hero that is 50, I have gotten them to look basically like this. They have all 12-star plus gear. All right. So, and the only reason they would have 16 is if it was a piece that I added from an older hero from like my main team that I had gotten to 16 already, and I added it to them because I found something better. So, but everybody in here is basically set up where they have their speed boots, they have their either crit or crit damage, gloves, they have whatever their main stat is they need on the body. So they're set up correctly. Like they're not perfect. They're not like my main team, but they are set up for faction wars. So everybody who's 50 is like this. See, so all of them, every single one of them is 12s, 16s, all that. So basically, what these are faction war heroes and heroes that I will possibly be leveling to 60. Within the near future. They're all good heroes. I have no problem with all of them. Some of them have their skills max, some of them don't. Um, but yeah, I have a lot. Look at this. All these 50s all ready to rumble in faction wars. And this is why we're leveling them all to 50. It's because we're trying to get the faction wars done as much as possible. Let's close that out real quick and go back in. Everybody else in here is level 40. My 40s they could be random. They could have no gear. They could have some gear. Like they're all over the place. Most of them have at least a few pieces of gear that I've thrown on them, see? But otherwise, these are all level 40. Some of them have their awakenings already. It's just the ones that I pulled. But yeah, everybody in here is looking pretty good. They're all level 40. They're all, like I said, they're all ascended. Um, and then I have these two here. That's why I said it was 104. We have Channeler and Halberder that we're just going to be using for um, for the Raisin, whatever his name is, Ryzen for that fusion. Um, and yeah, that's my vault. As far as the reserve vault, this is for heroes that I cannot use for this run. So these are all heroes that we've acquired that are good and that we can, you could use if you were playing the game normally. But I won't be using them because once the fusion was over or everything's done, then I can't. You wouldn't be able to get them without summoning, so we're not going to be using them. Um, we have our 5-stars up here. I have to make one more, and that's going to be for whatever next 6-star that I want to build. And then I have all my faction guardians in here, see, that I have farmed up or just gotten from random pulls. So we do have some decent faction guardians. And let's go look at that right now. There you go. Faction guardians. Um, Let me see. Just give me 1 second. I gotta run off for a sec. All right, we are back. So, as far as the faction guardians go, we have banner lords. See, this is basically what we've been doing. This is like an average. Um, most of them, however, like high elves, I think is one. No, this one's a mix too. So we have that one done. Sacred Order we have been working on. I haven't farmed all of them yet. Barbarian, this is how my main ones will look once they're done. All the farmable heroes in here with my main at the lead. So I do have that one done. So we have 10, we have 10, we have 6, we have 10. Ogre Tribe, we have 10. Lizard Man, we have 10. Skinwalkers, we have 4. Orcs, I just got an extra one, so we have 2 there. Demon Spawn done. Undead Hordes we're working on at 5. Dark Elves at 6. Nice Revenant at 10. And we got 4, 2, and 2 down here. So that's where we're sitting. Some of these I could finish quickly. Like Dark Elves, I could just, I could farm Spirit Host here if I wanted to finish it out, and it would be done. Nice Revan, same thing. I did see we farmed him up, got him, excuse me, got him done. So that's good. Um, Sparring Pit is unlocked. I literally just did this like a few days ago, so don't think I've had it for a while. But Sparring Pit is now open, and we will be leveling our 40s in here from now on, just to kind of have an extra set of uh, for ready to go for a 6 star. So this is open. We do have the mine completely maxed. That was one of probably like 2 or 3 months in we finished that. So that's done. We do have Altar of Souls. We have a lot of souls. Where's our soul collection right here. So we do have a decent amount of souls. We have a bunch like this one I will be able to use. So, but it won't be for a long time. We have to get the login champion, so we got some time. So I have some good legendaries in here. We've got a 4-star Tronda, 4-star King, whatever his name is. I forgot his name. We've got a Jack. We've got a bunch of good heroes in here. We've got Ugo. It's like there's some decent ones in here. I just got her today, actually. Tomo, we just got a few days ago. And then I've got the ones that I haven't finished. We do have a 6-star Bog Walker. I've been waiting to get him. I haven't pulled him yet, so unfortunately, I can't really, awaken him yet, but I will be. Um, let's get out of here. So that is our awakenings. As far as the Great Hall goes, we have a 10 here, and we are starting to do 2s around the board. I do have to finish one of each of these to 5, so that we can finish the last quest on our mission challenges. And that's literally the only thing left. The only reason I haven't done it is because I was focused on getting the 10 for the quests. So literally all of this is done. See, all of this is done. Challenges, dungeons, and this is it. So once this is done, I get another legendary book, and we can move on. As far as, let's get out of here, the market, we have our market completely unlocked. So that is all done. We were able to get that. We do have a decent amount of gems, and as you saw with the Guardian Ring, it's already unlocked. So we have, we used like, what was that, 1,200 gems just recently to do that. So, it's like, how did we get this? Well, doing all the missions. As far as missions go, we have completed so far up to the clear stage 17 or higher on the Spider's Den. I literally just completed 16 a few days ago, once we got Sill. So we'll be pushing 17 now. And then literally we have just this, which I'll show you in a second. It won't be easy, but it's doable. If I get an extra clan key from like an event or something, then I can more than likely do this reasonably easy. So really the only thing left after that would be to finish stage 20 of all the dungeons, and then we'd have to do 100 million damage on Demon Lord. So these are the big ones, and then we'll get Arbiter. See, boom, we'll be there. So that's how far we are in the missions. And like I said, this is only 180 days. That's how long it took us to get here, and we haven't been summoning anything other than mystery shards, which is nice. As far as dungeons go, I don't beat anything that I don't need to. So all of these are basically beaten up to stage 15 because that was the last quest that we had to do. I normally I don't normally farm anywhere in here except for like 10. Usually I'll farm either in 7 or I will farm like anywhere in here just for like probably 11 because it's only 10 energy. It seems to be the best way to use my energy at that point. But yeah, I don't really farm high up here. There's no reason to because I use mostly rares. Um, and they're all done. So, like I said, there's really no reason to farm any of them. So all of these are done up to 15 because that was the last quest we had. See, here's Void. It's the only one that's open right now. So yeah, they're all done up to 15, and I can auto them. Obviously, they're not that hard. It's not very impressive. Minotaur, we are done. Like I said, we can farm this on 15. This is my current team that I'm using to farm her up. So basically, we just put in all four of these guys, and then she always gets all um, the scrolls. So that's how I farm my scrolls from now on. And then as far as the other dungeons, same thing. We only beat up to what we need to. So um, we've beaten 17. That was the last one we just did. More than likely, I can pull 18 and 19 fairly easy. 20, obviously, it might be a little harder. As you'll see with Dragon, I did push it a little bit harder. But yeah, so we are going to be pushing towards stage 20. Spider, like I said, we did just finish 16. It was a long ass fight. We just wanted to get through it, so I haven't optimized it in any way. Stage 15, we have it 4 minutes right now. 17, the only reason it's a little tough is because I have to figure out which my tank is, but I have the team that'll do it. It's just I got to figure out who my tank is versus the heroes that I put in there. But this one should be easy to beat it. Just haven't focused on it because I've been building still. So yeah, we'll be finishing that one pretty soon. And then all the other ones are done up to 17. So Dragon, actually, I think I beat 18 also. Yeah, we just beat 18. 19, I got to the last hit, and then I got killed. So I just got to figure out how to break his shield a little bit quicker with the heroes that I use, because right now I'm using a basic team that doesn't, it's not really set up for damage. So it just gets me through it, and we just kind of take the hits to the face. So that one we can beat. Like I said, I just haven't been focusing on it. We're more interested in building our teams. And then Fire Knight, same thing. I have this all set up. 17 was actually pretty easy. We have it down to 4 minutes. As you can see, 16 was longer. The ones that are longer are the ones that I haven't put on farm. So this is my farm time. This is my farm time. This is just, I needed to beat it because no one farmed 16. So yeah, more than likely my 17 team will be able to push 18 and 19. We'll start getting a little crazy once we get here, but we'll see how it goes. Sand Devil, we don't really touch. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't messed with it. We use what's his name, Muckstalker, and I just throw in a bunch of heroes that do damage, and that's it. And I beat it in what is that? Where is it? Here, 39 seconds. I'll just beat it and get whatever potions I need for the quest. But I don't farm this at all. That's why we haven't pushed it because there's no need for it. Get out of there. As far as Iron Twins, I have the same thing. I just got Syl, so I'll probably be using her to push this. It's not that I can't beat it, I just don't care so much about it. We're going to be pushing into stage 6 probably as soon as I get Syl built up, and a few other heroes that I was like trying to get in here to get the speed down and some other things. But we basically farm usually between 1 and 3 depending on my mood. If I want a quick fight, I'll just throw them in here and just do this every day. And if I want longer fights like on today, because I get more coins, we'll throw them in here. But yeah, 5 is where I usually get a little like it's a little annoying. So I can probably beat these. 6, I'll probably be able to beat with Syl also, add it to my team because I just needed some of the skills that she's bringing to the table. But yeah, we'll be pushing this. This is not a priority. It's literally just something I do to waste energy. It's 60 energy a day, sorry, times 6, so it's actually 72. So I try not to use as much energy on here as possible. I'd rather not. It's not something that I'm really interested in getting. Um, because we use our coins. We don't use our coins for summoning. We use our coins to buy pieces. And yeah, that's all the dungeons that we've been doing. As far as um, faction wars, we are at 426 stars. These are the ones that this is one of my better teams. So we are on stage 16 of what is this, Barbarians. So we are on 16, but this is, like I said, one of my better ones. We range anywhere from, you know, 22 up 21 up to 48. Shadowkin is one of my least because I just don't have enough heroes yet. So once I get a 5th Shadowkin, then we can get a bunch. We'll literally get 1 star for every single level that we've beat. Um, Oop, there you go. So like this is more of a normal one for most of my faction wars. I've beaten them all up to like, stage 7's done, and we've been able to kind of start pushing towards 14 because I don't have a lot of 50s. I'm using mostly 40s, and maybe a few of my factions have, um, a few 50s or maybe 160. Undead, I have a bunch of 60s, and Barbarian, I have a bunch of 60s. So yeah, see, like my team here, where's the 2? Here we go. There you go. See, like this is my team that I'm using right now. So they're all 60s, and I have 150 that I just got. So marked is actually really good for this. But yeah, that's why we're able to push it so far, is because most of my 60s are in this faction. Um, as far as arena, we are in we're usually kind of trending around gold two. It's not because we can't do better. It's just that I just don't care much about the arena anymore because we got the quest on. So I've kind of been like, eh. But we're trying to, still trying to get medals. But I teeter usually between 2 and 3 when I actually try. So as you can see, we're literally right there. I must have got attacked before because I was in 3. Let's refresh this because I think those were bad fights. So that's where we're at there. Tag team, we are in 2, not because we can't do better, but because we keep this is my defense team. It's all it's all him. Uh, Death Knight at level 1. So I always leave it that way. We always stay between 1 and 2. I don't do this except to get wins and to be able to win tournaments. So I just beat, the easiest fights is basically what I do in here. So most of the time it's just usually garbage fights. I do get everything in here every day that I can. We have the fragments that we're working on. We do buy the books and we do buy the energy. Everything else in here I don't even pay attention to. I figured out that just leaving the defense as garbage and not moving up is the best way to finish it quickly. And that's why we do what we do. It's not because I can't move, it's just because I don't want to. It's actually easier and better to just leave it like this. Um, and then Doom Tower. So this is the first time, literally on this rotation, this specific rotation, that we've beaten Doom Tower. So we did, and this is normal. So we did beat it on normal. We were able to beat this boss finally. It took a long time. It wasn't the best team. Say, we beat it with 360 turns with this team. It's not the best team, and we just used block revive to win. But we did beat it finally. I have not beaten the rotation with Bommel yet because I don't have a team for Bommel, but we did beat that. We have been beating, a few rooms here and there. I'll beat anywhere between 5 and 8 rooms during a rotation for the secret rooms. But otherwise, yeah, we've beaten every boss. I have teams that can beat every boss in here. This one, obviously, I beat it. But I don't have a specific team for the spider here, and I do not have a set team for Magma Dragon at high level. But these levels I can beat easily. That down here, but up here, yeah, like this one, I don't really like. I use this team and it's not that great, and I have to fight them a bunch of times to win. So some of these bosses I do not have on auto, but either way I can win, and that's all that matters. So we can beat that hard mode. We will be starting. I just beat one room, literally 2 rooms, now 1 room. So we will be pushing in this a little bit. I don't expect to get too far in this right this second until I get a couple of my other heroes built. But as of right now, yeah, we do have the ability now to push into hard mode. Get out of there. So that was the first time we did that. As far as the fragments, we are at 87 on Drexstar, so we will be getting him very soon, within 2 weeks. We also have Archmage. We have 66. He's slow going because, Doom Tower. And we have started Yannicka. We could have more of her. I just didn't focus on her in the beginning, but we are starting to get her, and we are also starting now to use any of the extra coins that I have at the end of the day or week to pick up pieces of Jarl. So we will be, he's not going to be around for a while. It's going to be a bit, but either way, we're starting to push our way into getting him. Um, and yeah, Shard summon we don't have to worry about. But yeah, I mean, we've accomplished more than I think I really expected to accomplish on this account. And the whole reason that we're doing this is because I want everyone to know that they can play Raid Shadow Legends and not worry at all. Literally zero worries about what heroes they pull. All right, I started this game with all heroes that you can get for free. All right, we started with Kale. We had farmed War Maiden. We farmed Spirit Host. We farmed Valerie. I happened to pull Apothecary in the beginning early, but if you're pulling shards, you should be able to get him. These are all heroes that you can get from, there you go, from, just regular farming and from the shop. So they're easy to get. And they all help me get through. Every single hero that I have shown you here has helped me get through some part of the content in this game, be it Spider, Fire Knight, whatever. And if you're interested in how I did that, there's plenty of videos on here on my account that you can look through, and it'll have all the dungeons that I've beaten and how I did it. Some of them are stupid, where I just threw in random heroes, but yeah, like this dude is awesome. I love him. And yeah, that's all I did. I started with those. Those were my five right here. Boom, 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 and boom. Those are my starter five. If you don't have him, you can build Diabolist, which I am now building because I've been saying I was going to build it for a while. But yeah, so now we're going to be building her. I do have her skills maxed already because I farmed that area a lot and I haven't touched her masters. So yeah, like those are the heroes we had in the beginning, and everybody else, you get him from the second week of logging in. She's a login hero. She's a login hero. You can get him from fusions. This is a rare you can easily get from just pulling shards. Same with all of these. These are all just random rares that you'll get eventually from playing. So no one will have to be like, "Oh, I'm never gonna get Coffin Smasher." Like you'll get Coffin Smasher if you pull your shards. I mean, I got them from just pulling mystery shards. So if I can get them, you can get them. And yeah, it's Crimson Slayer, same thing. Like you'll get all of these heroes, and all of them will help you. I think that's everything, right? That's all the stuff that you would look at. Hydra, we really don't do much on. That's right, Clan Boss. We didn't really show that. Clan Boss depends on my mood and my day. Usually I can 3-key Nightmare. Today I did not. I usually push between 12 and a half or 13 million up to 16 or 17 I've seen once or twice. So this is my clan boss team. We use Frozen Banshee, Coffin Smasher, Grave Chill, Apothecary, and Valerie, and they all have their War Masters and their Giant Slayers, obviously. So they're all set up where they work really well together, and they do pretty good for Nightmare. We have not done Ultra Nightmare yet, but not important because we don't need it for the quest that we're doing. Um, and then Hydra, like I said, I don't want to do much in here yet. I have a few socks, a few players that I'll be putting in here, and I'm going to start building a team that works for this. But we were able to do 922k damage on 1 key without really caring about this. I'd like to at least start getting the first box here, which is what we're working on basically now. So we'll get there eventually. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that we've done. Um, I mean, just the missions alone and the quests are, I think, a really good accomplishment. Like just getting to almost being at Arbiter without ever pulling anything but a mystery shard is a very good, it's a very good progression. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I mean, if you're trying to play raid and you think it's all about only having this legendary or that legendary or having whatever hero it is that you want, don't feel that way. Oh, I'm going to show you one more thing before I go. I forgot campaign. We haven't really been doing a lot in here. We've 3-starred everything, obviously, through normal, through hard, through brutal. Those are easy. Nightmare, I haven't been focusing on it. I actually forgot that I was even doing it, to be honest. But we have 3-starred everything up until Tilshire, and we're up to here. I haven't started progressing this, but I will be doing it soon, and we'll see how far I can get. More than likely, I'll at least be able to get through these dungeons. I don't know if I'll be able to 3-star them right now, but I can more than likely get through them and get these legendary books, which is something I'm planning on doing anyway, because I'm gonna have to use them for Drexstar and for Arbiter once I get them. So yeah, that's basically the end of all of this. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you're interested in how I did something, I can always show you whichever videos. I can tell you, kind of lead you the way to the video that I did to show you what everything I did. I mean, I have a tutorial section in my videos if you're interested that shows what I did in the beginning of the game. I have a lot of the dungeon tutorials, how I beat them, certain bosses, how I got through them, and yeah, I mean, most of the other stuff I can pretty much point to as a video that I've shown or done as to how I've gotten to where I am. Mostly just champion training and grinding out heroes is basically it. I don't really farm dungeons very often, which is why I'm also level 72. I push pretty hard. So yeah, if that's about it. If you guys have any questions or things, just leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. It's your life. Feel free to live it how you want. And that's about it. Thank you guys all for watching. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you have accomplished as much as I have. Take care.